Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Here's George Springer. And that one hit to first. He'll do it himself. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Fouled off left side. Varsho, a former Gold Glove winner, 28 years old. And he was a second-round pick back in 2017. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Bottom of the second. And the batter now, Luke Raley. Bassett back to work. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That missed by a lot. And it's 2-1. That's a strike across the top of the zone. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Up and in, and the count's even at 2. One down, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Austin Shenton stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even at 1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's down and in.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Mariners are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. Here's the Toronto catcher, Tyler Heineman. That's out to center field. Crawford on the move. He's got it. And there's one away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And next is the designated hitter, Ernie Clement. Enters this one with the 7th best average in the American League. And there's a strike.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And he chases that one. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Boog, as a hitter, there's a clear line between being aggressive at the plate in a good way, attacking pitches you can drive, and then being over-aggressive in a way that plays into the hands of the pitcher. You've got to have pitch recognition, and right there, just way too aggressive. And even though some of those pitches might have looked good coming in, you got to track them a little bit longer because not one of those 4 pitches was actually in the strike zone.
Now here is Will Wagner. Top of the 3rd, no score. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Bo Bichette up to the dish. That one's in there. Strike 1.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Late swing fouled off. 0-2 now. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
Comes through with the RBI. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
2 outs, runner at first. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Ball 1 there.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Swings through that one above the zone.
The baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
2 strikes.
Bichette off of first with 2 away. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Center fielder, Dominic Kenzo.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one carrying. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Jorge Polanco at the plate and takes high there. Foul ball there. Polanco with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Inside, almost got him. Pitch misses. Full count, 3-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
The right fielder.
Back to the top
10,
of the Seattle order.
Victor.
Here's Victor Robles. Grounded out his first time. Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball one. And another ball.
Outside.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That's in there. And the count is 3-1. On the ground. Fires over to Guerrero. That's out number 3. Mariners go down quietly there. They trail here 1-0. Back at T-Mobile Park, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Now he breaks his bat. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's one down.
The left fielder, number 25, Anthony.
Now here's the switch-hitting
Santander.
power threat, Anthony Santander. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Springer in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss down on strikes. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, J.P. Crawford.
J.P. Crawford.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, these Mariners just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Ryan Bliss up next for the Mariners. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Snap throw behind the runner. Back safely. He goes down looking.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. And he takes a strike. Next offering is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's in there. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Raley in the box now. No balls and a strike. Not close with that one. And the count even 1-1. Crawford leads off first with 2 down in the inning.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Mariners leave 1. They're down 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Varsho.
Wu back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1's the count.
Lifted in the air down the left side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
The catcher, number 55, Tyler.
Here's the catcher to hit. Tyler Heineman. He's 0 for 1. Heineman measures 5 feet 10 inches, 190 pounds, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And a swing and a miss with number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Clement swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Late with the swing there.
0-2.
And that one is lifted in the air. Canzone settles under this one. Makes the catch, inning over. Back in Seattle, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Now, Randy Arozarena. That one not close, and it's 1-0. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
2-2. Down.
Got him. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
To second, pulls him off the bag.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do to pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
One out, the runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Little chopper rolls foul. Shenton at second with 2 down. Inside, just missed. Inside, and a count 2-1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit.
Ball 1, no
In the
strike.
dirt, but kept close. But no advance from the runners. And that is out of play. 2 on, 2 outs. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
2-1. Ball, that's it.
That one finds the zone, and the count's full. And he's back to first in time. And that'll load the bases.
No, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. 1 for 2. Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen.
Now pitching for
So a young arm coming on now out of the pen, Angel Bastardo.
And he's had a tough go of it against left-handed batters this year. They've been hitting him hard, so we'll see how he does here.
First pitch, and he just misses.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. And a ball evens the count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And we're back.
Leading
Here's the third baseman, Will Wagner.
Number 7, Will Wagner.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Robles makes the grab, one down. Back to the top of the lineup, Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Swing, and he breaks his back. Raley makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Good hard fastball up in the
Now
zone
back.
right there. They
Second
look
baseman,
really good
Andres
coming in, but so hard to get on
Jimenez.
top of as a hitter.
And first offering is fouled off. Way out front for strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Part of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Mariners nothing. Back at T-Mobile Park,
Leading off
John
for
Shelby
the
with Chris
Mariners,
Singleton in the
the
booth,
third baseman,
and leading off the bottom of the
Ryan
6th, Ryan Bliss.
Blitz.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Just missed. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Check swing, and that's a ball.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Next offering way upstairs. Cal Raleigh in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Now batting,
No outs,
the catcher,
runner at first. Cal Raleigh getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. That's down and in. A slider missed. With the tying run on at first, here in the bottom of the 6th. Fought off foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to
Now
pile
batting,
off. His
the first
confidence
baseman,
level has
Luke
got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an
Riley.
adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. That misses. 1-0.
1-0.
One-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. No throw. He's
1
in
ball,
there
2
safely.
strikes.
And the tying run is now in scoring position. Center field. Squeezes it. 2 down.
Up next for the Mariners, the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Now it's Randy Arozarena, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fouled off down the right side.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really
No
have to
ball, 2
execute on the mound.
Got him! That K is his 3rd of the game.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And welcome back to
Leading
the
off for
ballpark.
Toronto,
New
the
inning
first
getting
baseman,
started. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
The left fielder, number 25, Anthony
Santander now at the plate. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. And that one fouled off.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And a swing and a miss.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
That's inside, and the count is 1-2. On the ground, 2 ball. Raley over to second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. That one finds the corner. 0-1. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. 3rd out. Down in order go the Blue Jays. But they still lead it 1-0. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the Mariners DH. Austin Shenton. And that misses. And that's ball 1. And another ball. That's in there. 2-1 now. Slap the other way. Foul. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Fires across the diamond, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And now the center fielder, Dominic Canzone. Swinging a foul out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one finds the zone. 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Caught him looking for the K. At the plate, Jorge Polanco.
7, second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
In the air, left field, Santander. Sizing this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. New pitcher for the Mariners, Gabe Spire.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with a lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Spire.
Varsho up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Movement in the bullpen. Andres Munoz preparing to come on if needed. Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground to the left. Crawford throws to first in time. And a quick out, number 1.
The catcher, number 55, Tyler
Heineman next up for the Blue Jays.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Spire, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a pop-up, foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. One down, base is empty. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Now batting.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Ernie Clement. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Way inside.
2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. Blue Jays go down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Victor Robles. And ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, and it falls. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that's one of those knocks where
The
you
batter,
almost
number
expect
3.
to get some jabs from your
Shortstop,
teammates when you get back to the
JP.
dugout. Just a
Crawford.
simple soft liner into center field for the knock right there. Maybe a little bit fooled by the pitch, but he did a good job of staying through it, and that allowed him to fight it off and just get enough behind it.
No outs, runner at first. And the batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Ball one,
Not
no
even
strike.
close there. Ball one.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into
One ball,
scoring
one strike.
position.
Curve in the dirt, kicks away. Robles into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that's part of the risk when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt. Even as good as catchers are these days at blocking pitches, that one just got away enough, and that takes the double play opportunity away for now.
So the tying run at second chases the changeup in the dirt. Throws down to second, but he scrambles back to the bag.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while, a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head. But I guess sometimes the pitch is so nasty, it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Zach bunt towards third. Wagner tosses across to first, and that is a big first out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be
Now
smooth. He
batting,
delivered a
the
good
catcher,
play right there.
Cal.
So here's the cleanup hitter,
Raleigh.
Cal Raleigh. Golden opportunity right here. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Runners stay put. That's ball one. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Now 1-1.
1-1.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Ripped into center, base hit. One runs in. There comes the throw.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
And there's a foul ball. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Hard hit left side to second for 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. Through 8 full, it's the Mariners 2 and the Blue Jays 1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mariners.
back, and here comes the closer,
Number
Matt
47.
Brash.
Well, the
Matt.
best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead
Leading off the
late in the ball
the
game.
third baseman,
Some of them are just
Will
wired different, so
Wagner.
we'll see what he's got here.
Wagner swings through it for strike 1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Late on that fastball.
0-2 is the count.
That one missed. Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in.
That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. It's 2-2. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Pitch misses. Ball one. Just missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 2-1 now. Just off the inside edge.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
One down, base is empty. That one in triple digits.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And a swing and a miss. And he's gone for the fourth time tonight.
The batter,
and now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 3. There's a strike at the knees.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off. That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
And now the count is even. And that's too high. Anthony Santander, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But this clutch home run gets us even again. 2-2 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the ninth, and now for Seattle, Randy Arozarena. Bastardo back to work. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. And that's in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Strike two.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And that's in the dirt. Austin Shenton in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's an automatic ball because the timer ran out.
And a free base with the wall. Not exactly a confidence-boosting play on the mound.
Now batting, the designated
No outs.
hitter.
Runner at first. Austin Shenton, the next to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off. Line drive. Drops into the glove. And there's one away. The Mariners going with a pinch hitter, Donovan Solano.
And this is a big at-bat coming through. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Rosarena on the move. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the winning run is now in scoring position. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Next pitch, not close, up high. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. The winning run on second base, and a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
0-1's the count.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Squirts away a little bit. Rosarena up to third on the wild pitch.
Heads up base running right there. Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base, now just 90 feet away.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now, we're in extras, and there's a new arm on the mound. Go ahead, run on base. Anthony Santander digs in now. He's been a great free agent sign.
Now playing center field.
There's a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed to pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Next offering upstairs. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Two the count.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Springer up to bat next, lays off for a ball. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. And the count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swing and a pop-up. Brings it in to second with the throw. No chance to get back. And we're back. And now right fielder, Victor Robles.
The right fielder, Victor Robles.
Alec Manoah on the pitch out of the pen here.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Alec Manoah.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Next pitch is downstairs. And there's a ball. Snaps it down to second, but he scrambles back. Out to short. Bichette whips it to first. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is
The
out.
batter, number 3.
And up next for
Shortstop,
Seattle,
J.P.
J.P. Crawford. In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls into third now. So runners at the corners and one out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite them?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
Next to hit, Ryan Bliss. And that is out of play.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Two on, one out.
Ball.
That's a really good take.
That's a little high. The count now 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
In the dirt. Crawford up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
2 balls, no strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. Jimenez throw to first. And we're headed to the 11th. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. On to inning number 11 we go. We are tied 2-2. The 11th inning set to get underway. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
The center fielder, number 5, Dalton Varsho.
Fouled off. He was late. Man at second. And he blows that one by him at 100.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. 3-2, they take the lead. So up next for Toronto, Tyler Heineman. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. And a foul ball. Munoz, 26 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Clement now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
It gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2 is the count.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And that's outside. And that's ball 1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Ground ball right side and foul ball.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Last shot here as we go to the bottom. Back in Seattle, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first. And he's back in safely.
You know what I feel like, Boog? I mean, throwing it down to second base, like, honestly, there's only a couple of guys that have ever had any success in doing that. It's just really hard to pick somebody off second.
It's a fair point. Check swing, called strike. Late swing, foul to the left. Next offering is down low. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. 1 run's in. Around third. Throw is offline. This one's over. And the Mariners walk it off in the 11th.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
And the final score here.